Easter Monday, guys. It's April 2nd, 2018. You're watching the Daily Mix TV by Hill Story Marketing. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO. So did you guys have a great Easter weekend? Did the Easter Bunny bring your children plenty of candy? Well, judging by the endless aisles of leftover candy and decor last night and this morning, I'm guessing not, at least not in New York City. As I said last week, there seemed to be a lot of new candy and decor promo this year, but strictly through eyeballing it in Manhattan, even in family-oriented strongholds like the Upper East and Upper West Sides, it appears that Easter was a flat holiday for retailers in the Big Apple. We'll have some sales reports in the coming days and we'll circle back on this story, but it does appear that this season did not deliver the kind of sales that candy makers were looking for. Now, as I said on Thursday's edition, I love April Fool's Day marketing programs. It gives brands a chance to be super creative and funny. Now, I haven't seen all that much this weekend in originality, but there have been a few bright spots. My favorite still remains Soda Soak by SodaStream, which we talked about on Thursday. But social pariah Snapchat got a serious jab into category leader Facebook yesterday. Snapchat created a filter to make your photos look like a Facebook post, complete with blue background and likes. But the writing on the faux Facebook page was in Cyrillic, apparently to mock Facebook's problem with Russian government-linked trolls and bots. Now, according to The Verge, which spotted the prank, they call it a genius amount of shade. I mean, given the Facebook-Snapchat rivalry and how Facebook has borrowed so many Snapchat features over the last year or so, this was a nice punchback. Though I'm really not sure that this is an April Fool's Day prank as much as a straight-up slap in the face. So over the weekend, I received a heads up from one of our social community managers that a client's Facebook page received a rather ugly message from a customer. Now, perplexed as to why this needed to be elevated, I asked what was going on. Apparently, the customer was accusing our client and Facebook of breaching his privacy. You see, he had searched on Google for a product from this client. Next thing he knew, he was being served ads for it on Facebook. Now, once we explained how retargeting works and that it is perfectly legal, he backed off and could not have been nicer. I mean, sometimes when you answer very directly, without any spin, without any sentiment attached to it, but just very factual based, the receiver appreciates that more, especially in a situation like this. So we simply explained, how to change his settings if he didn't want to be served ads by Facebook based on his search patterns. Could not have been nicer. Now, I was astonished at how easily this was mitigated, given how aggressive he had gotten in his messages to one of my teams. Now, what this did do was remind me of how little people understand about privacy and how the internet works. So what I'm referring to is called retargeting. Retargeting, also known as remarketing, is a form of online advertising that can help you keep your brand in front of bounced traffic after they leave your website. Now, for most websites, only 2% of web traffic converts on the first visit. That's a really low number, but when you calculate how many people are on the web, that can be a very high and substantial amount dependent on what your traffic looks like. So here's another example. When you look at an item on Google, you're served a cookie so that Google can track whether or not you've purchased that item. Then, as a retailer or brand, you have the opportunity to serve that potential customer an ad to incentivize them to purchase that product. Now, no matter what website that customer may be visiting, they're still going to see those ads being served. It's part of what I guess you would call a syndicated network or ad roll or ad point. I mean, there are a million of them out there. My point is, it is one of the most powerful tools a digital marketer has today. Just because of what's going on in pop culture right now and in the news cycle, don't be shy to use retargeting or remarketing either. The reality is, once you explain it to a customer who may potentially have an issue, they tend to back off because they understand. So again, don't overspin it, don't over-explain it, just be very straightforward. Now, even in New York City, Mother Nature has a way of gumming up the works. The New York Yankees have postponed their home opener today until tomorrow at 4 p.m. due to the snow. Now, given that this storm is supposed to let up early this afternoon, I can't really blame them for postponing. It's just nasty out there today. So much for April showers. Now, it's a sad day for Tinseltown, as TV writer-producer Stephen Bochco, who was behind series including Hill Street Blues, LA Law, and NYPD Blue, passed away yesterday at the age of 74. I was a huge fan of Hill Street Blues, LA Law, and Doogie Howser as a kid. And it really is, it's really sad to see this. And it's always hard to watch icons of your childhood pass away.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. See Surplus Store, corner Peoples Drive and 124th Street.
My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of Hill Story Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch up with you tomorrow when hopefully it'll be a little warmer and certainly a little more dry in New York City.